Alright, welcome to the new week. We're getting a little bit of a pullback over here on Bitcoin, which we did expect. We had talked about this. I know in yesterday's video I said altcoins are about to go ballistic, but of course I prefaced that with saying, hey, we're probably going to get a pullback on Bitcoin. That's probably going to make the altcoins go down as well. But even with Bitcoin going down, I did expect Bitcoin dominance to go down as well, and that's actually what we're seeing right here. Bitcoin dominance is continuing down. We'll talk about that in just a second though. First off, let's jump into the charts, talk about where I see price going in the short-term future here. So first things first, yes, we did reject this volume cluster at the highs here, but something to note is that we did not sweep liquidity, right? So we had a lot of liquidity behind these highs here, a lot of inefficiencies in the chart up here. The most bearish thing to do would actually have been to come up there, grab that, and then fall. The fact that we are coming down before grabbing that is actually more of an indication that this is going to be a bullish correction. This is kind of what I was hoping for. I was saying if we don't sweep this, then hey, when we pull back, we're looking just to grab these lows, maybe even just test volume, something like that, and then we would go ahead, head on up higher. I don't really see us having much lower prices than $62,000. This is the big level to watch right here. Are we going to hold this volume cluster we have on the chart here? You can see the visible range volume profile. We got a lot of volume within this range. If we lose that, if we lose this low volume gap, then you're looking at around $61,000. And then if you lose that, I would say it's not looking great. You'd probably start hunting to sweep these lows down here, but because we did not sweep the highs, right, I don't think this is going to happen. I think we're more or less going to stay above 61, probably even just a sweep of $62,000, and that's kind of what I expect to happen on the charts, just to take out these poor lows before heading on up to all-time highs, as my base case suggests. Now let's go ahead and jump right back into Bitcoin dominance, because I already talked about this, so might as well finish off giving my thoughts on it. Basically, we had these three highs right here. We had a deviation outside of the highs and a back test of those range highs, right? We have this nice range within here, breakout, deviate, right? It's not a back test, this is deviating and then back testing back within the range. That is a very bearish sign, which is very good because Bitcoin dominance, of course, we want to go down to see our altcoin season actually start to kick off. And that's what we're actually seeing right now. There are a lot of altcoins continuing to put out some really insane percentages day over day. But of course, it hasn't expanded into every coin right now. We really are at the beginning phases of what I would consider an altcoin season. So don't be too worried if your coins are still kind of just following Bitcoin right now. My guess is once we actually have a break below this range, back test, then that's where we're going to see more stuff start to fly. And then, of course, you're going to need to see Bitcoin break out, right? As soon as Bitcoin makes a new all-time high, you're going to see altcoins go absolutely ballistic. You really need the all-time high on Bitcoin for that retail euphoria to come back into the market. But as I've been saying, I think that's going to happen relatively soon here. If we jump over to total 3, you can see we did reject off this value area low though. This is something we looked at on the shorter term time frame. We said, hey, this might hold, but we need more confirmation. We didn't get that confirmation. We did fail this level, but now we're testing the bigger level, $620 billion market cap. This is something I've been keeping my eye on like a hawk. After we broke through this, I wanted to see this back tested. So now that we're at this level, let's see if this is in fact going to hold for the altcoin market. And the correction could already be over for, well, mainly your altcoin market overall, because we're holding this volume support very well. If we do lose this, you're kind of in no man's land for the altcoin market. It's kind of hard to give TA on this just because at the end of the day, it's going to follow Bitcoin. But I think the fact we are at such a big support on the altcoin market is why we're seeing Bitcoin dominance go down, because Bitcoin still has to go down a bit to find those supportive levels, whereas altcoins are still set to go ballistic. So yeah, I still think there's some real exciting times ahead in the coming months. We see the S&P is continuing on up. Nothing scary over here, really just kind of chopping sideways, but nice to see we are continuing up there. You look at the Russell, once again, just chopping sideways, so not too much data to go off of. There's really not too much to say on the chart so far. Let's see what Tuesday brings. Tuesday seems to be a more volatile day. Seeing the dollar come back up, so that could be a reason that Bitcoin's correcting a little bit, but still overall bearish structure over here on the dollar. I would expect this to continue down, and as that continues down and Bitcoin continues up, we should see expansion into risk on assets and the altcoin market. So we'll keep our eye on the Russell, etc., and I'll make sure to keep you guys up to date throughout the week, because once again, I do think we are entering some exciting times in the market. But with that being said, if you do have any questions about anything I talked about, or just want to join the community for this channel, link to my Discord is in the description down below. Also have a VIP Discord that is specifically for leveraged trading and it is to provide value to you guys through trading guides, weekly meetings, etc., etc. It is not a signals group, so you can click on that, read through it, decide for yourself if it's worth the money or not. It is 25% off, just FYI. And then also definitely go ahead and check out those exchanges down below, at least one of them, because they all offer their own perks and benefits and exclusive rewards and bonuses if you use my referral links down below to sign up. So don't miss out on that. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.